Hey guys, welcome to another Wunda Bar Live. Today we are going to be using the Pilates ring as your prop, okay? So we're going to start standing, so you're going to feel your cardio get up right away. That ring is going to be up and overhead, which always helps to kind of drive that heart rate a little bit. But we're going to be standing for the first 3 sequences, so be ready to be on your feet. And then we will hit the floor. We're going to hit those inner thighs and those abdominals really nicely, rounding everything out, okay? And then we're going to have a nice little plank sequence at the end, which is a ton of fun. It's probably my favorite sequence in the class today. All right, guys, so have tons of fun, 45 minutes with me. We have a little extra time at the end for a stretch. So if you could hang on for that stretch sequence, it's going to be nice and kind of re-lengthen and let the heart rate come back down again. All right, you guys, let's hit it. All right, you guys. Okay, 45 minutes with me. Let's hit it. We're going to do that. We're going to have that ring right around the outer line of the hand. So the outer palm, you're going to have the back side of your palm imprinting into those squishy pads. If you have dumbbells or a red band, just have some tension right there. Okay, you're going to bring those feet a little bit wider than your hips today. We are going to start with a squat sequence. So right away, I want you to feel your shoulders round down the back. Okay, open up that collarbone. You're going to imprint outbound into that ring. I want you to feel your feet imprint into the mat. Okay, so toes down, heels heavy. From here, we're going to start with a simple squat. So on your exhale, you're going to reach those sitting bones back for your heels. Your arms are going to float up and overhead. My biceps stop in front of my ears. And I'm going to inhale as I stand all the way up. Okay, exhale, reach those sitting bones back. Inhale, rise up, draw that belly button up and in. So as you squat, you know those ribs stay stacked over the pelvis. So I'm going to give you a side view while we warm up with that squat. Keeping that nice, long, flat, low back. Okay, the ribs move, okay, to stay aligned over the pelvis. I want you to think about spiraling outbound, okay, with those inner thighs. So we activate that glute a little bit. You're here for 4 more. And my arms are doing something weird. There we go. Good, last 3. Imprint out into that ring so that you feel that back light up, those shoulders light up, those triceps light up. Last 2. Hopefully you're going to get a lot of shaking today. I think so. This first sequence in particular. On your next one, you're going to hold that squat nice and low. I'm going to turn to face you guys one more time. Your booty is above knee height so that core can remain engaged. We're going to start to peel our left heel. So that left heel, we're going to go all the way up with the heel and down. So on this heel peel, sometimes we ask for a 1-inch peel. Okay, today I'm asking you for a really big lift through that heel. So you want to try to open up the front of that left ankle as much as you can. Good, open up into that ring, send those shoulder blades down and around the ribs. That belly button is pulled up and in. I'm picking up that heel straight up and down. Every time I set that heel down, I press it into my mat. I'm here for 4. Good, you guys. Last 3. Looking good. I see all those arms overhead. Last 2. Whew. All right, you guys. On the next one, you're going to hold that heel lifted. Give me a little pulse of your squat. Tiny little lift and lower. Good. For 6. We're going to change it in 5. We got a few layers here. 4. If that shake starts to set in, let it set in. Last 2. Now, right here, keep that heel lifted. You're going to rotate your left leg so it's in external rotation. So my inner thigh shines forward. I'm still in my squat. Give me 2 pulses right here. Down for 1, 2. Now swivel that leg back to parallel. 2 pulses. Good. External rotation, 2 pulses. Good. Parallel, 2 pulses. So keep that pulse going as you rotate that leg. Parallel to external. Good. You're opening up from the top of the hip, right? So you feel that femur bone rotate through the pelvis. Good. Open and close. 2 more. Good. Open, 2 pulses. And close. Now stay right here parallel. No more pulses. We're going to take that ring now and we're going to sweep it to the outside of the left thigh. And we're going to inhale as we pick it up and overhead. Good, so if you have that red band or those dumbbells, just mimic this arm movement, keeping tension with that red band. But if you got that ring, you should be feeling those lats and the back body light up a little bit. Hopefully that left leg is starting to get a little bit of a tremble, right? stay here. We're here for 4 more. Sweep it to the outside. So it's a twist through the torso and that rib basket. Last 3. My right ribs are aiming for that left inner thigh. Last 2. Whew. Guys, we got another layer here. 1 more layer on your next one. Hold that ring up and overhead. Keep that left heel lifted. Keep your squat. You're going to inhale as you side bend up and over to the right, so away from your lifted heel. Exhale back to center. Good. Inhale, lifting the ribs out of the pelvis and coming all the way back to center. Good, you guys. 4 more. Inhale, up and over. My left leg is shaking. I don't know about yours. Good. Last 3. Up and over. Hang on, hang on. Whew, all that connective tissue firing. Last 2. Good, you guys. We got 1 more side bend. Inhale, up and over. Ribs lift out of the pelvis. Exhale back to center. And set that heel all the way down. Woo! And stand up. We're going to do the other side, but not yet. Okay, so now I want you to take the ring in between your palms. Okay, so no more back side of the hand. You've got your hands on the outside of the squishy pad. We're going to bring our feet to hips width apart. We're going to do a curtsy and a lunge. So we're just going to start nice and simple. Ring is going to come up and overhead as we take a curtsy. My right knee steps back behind my left heel. I come all the way back up to standing, and I step straight back with my right leg for a lunge. So my right leg is moving. Okay, my left leg is not. My left leg is just bending and extending as I find the curtsy and the lunge. Okay, so setting up nice and strong. Curtsy. Right leg steps back. My knee tracks with my heel. My left knee stays behind my toes. Straight back with that right foot. Let's go 2 more. Okay, because, you know, we got those layers. Good. Bring it up on that inhale. Exhale back. Good. We're going to do that curtsy and that lunge 1 more time. Curtsy. Remember, those biceps are coming just in front of the ears. I've got a light hold on my ring. Now, the next time you find your curtsy, I want you to stay right there. 2 pulses in your curtsy. So my left heel is heavy, left toes are down. 1, 2. Now stay low. Step the right foot to parallel so it's just behind you. 2 pulses there in that lunge. Curtsy. 2 pulses. Good. Parallel. 2 pulses. Good. So you're staying low. We're not really coming out of that lunge anymore. We're dancing that back leg. Okay, I've got an imprint in that ring from my back body, not my shoulder, not just my shoulders. Okay, my shoulders are staying away from my ears. Woo! Heat through the left leg. Do you feel the heat? I feel the heat. Good, you guys. Last 2. Pulse right here, and then pulse straight back. 1 more time. Pulse in that curtsy. Stay with me, guys. Don't go anywhere. Pulse in that lunge. Now you're going to find your curtsy 1 more time, and you're going to hold it, and you're going to peel your left heel 1 inch up and down. So this one, I'm not asking you for a big peel because of the angle in which we are lifting at. Okay, so I still want you to lift that heel straight up and down, but it's a tiny little lift and lower. The recruitment of the inner thigh is different here because we're in that curtsy position and we're crossing the midline with that back leg. Okay, pull that belly button up and in. Whew, we got 4. Hang on, guys. Last 3. We're in it together. Last 2, always, right? Always. On your next one, peel that heel up. Stay there with the heel. Pulse your curtsy 1 last time. 1 last time. 8, 7. Think about those inner thighs squeezing into the pelvic floor for 5. Last 4. Woo, we got 3. We're going for that straight back lunge in 2. Set your left heel down. Step back to the straight back lunge. Hold it, hold it. Peel your left heel up. Woo, and down. Left heel up and down. Guys, this is it. Come on, hang on with me. Good, you're here for 6. Woo, 5. Last 4. Good, you've got 3. 1 inch peel. Last 2. On your next one, hold that heel lifted 1 more time. Pulse that lunge. Inner thighs lifting up and in. Good. Think about that left sitting bone. Narrowing and broadening away from the midline. You're here for 4. Woo. 3. Last 2. Set the heel down, guys, and come all the way back up. Whew, maybe give that left leg a little shake. Okay, right leg is going to continue to move. Left leg will stay put. You still want that ring between your palms. I'm going to move over to my left a little bit so I have room on my right side. So right leg is going to work. We're going to step out to a lateral lunge. Step out, sit back into that hip. Torso tilts a little bit. My ring presses away from the chest. Come all the way back up. Okay, same thing with the red band or dumbbells. You're mimicking these arm movements, okay? Exhale, reach back. And I'm going to give you guys a quick side view of that lunge. Okay, so that right leg. Notice how my torso tilts just like a squat. My sitting bone aligns with my heel. Okay, my knee stays behind my toes. Come back up. 2 more just like that. Press the ring away. Reach into that lateral lunge. Come back. Good. Last one like this. Okay, now you're going to do it one more time, but now we're going to lift that right leg. So you're going to find your lunge, and as you come up, you're going to lift the left knee to tap the ring. So a little more balance. Find your lunge, lift to tap the ring. So you need more power, okay, to come up out of that right side this time. A little bit more power. Then the control from the core to stabilize you right through center and pick up that right knee with the right psoas. Okay, so that knee is tapping the ring. Lift and tap. Good, you've got 4. A little cardio, right, to start class today. Last 3. Whew, I promise you we will be hitting the floor after this. Last 2. Whew, I lost mine. Right there. Last one like this. Now you're going to hold your lunge. Hold it right there. Your right leg is going to dance. So it's external, parallel. External, parallel. So I'm swiveling from the top of that thigh bone, opening the inner thigh forward, and then I swivel the inner thigh faces the midline. My ring is just out there in front of the body. You can give it a little squeeze. We're here for 4. Good, last 3. Hang on, guys. We're gonna ask that leg for power one more time. Last 2. We're gonna go for a little pop off the floor. So on your next one, you're gonna hold the leg in parallel. Here, you're gonna pop, straighten the leg. Come back to your lunge. So it's like a little jump off that right side. Yes, that ring is staying out there in front of the body. We are gonna add a little twist, but you're here for 4 more. Sit low and lift with strength. That right leg straightens out. Inner thigh reaches right out the big toe. Last 2. Whew. All right, you guys. On your next one, you're going to find your lunge, and now as you come up, you're going to twist to the left and come back. Lift up and twist to the left and come back, and try to get a little hang time there. Try to get a little support on that left leg. Find your balance. Find that squeeze through the upper inner thigh. On that left side, that stabilizing leg. You've got 4. Lift. Good. Last 3. Woo, guys, look good. Last 2. And this is our last one. Come all the way back and step it all the way in, guys. Nice job. All right, you're coming down to the floor. So all the way down on your left side. The ring is going to come in between the ankles. Okay, now, if you don't have your ring, you can do this with just those legs together. We're going to give that ring a little bit of a squeeze. So what you could do is you could lift your top leg instead, okay? So left forearm, elbow is underneath the shoulder, okay? Right hand is going to be an airplane right behind the head. So we're going to take this from a sideline position to teaser, okay? Twisted teaser move. So I'm going to get to the front of my mat. So I have a place to roll back. You're on the pinnacle of that left side. Okay, my waistline is off the floor, and I'm trying to keep length on both sides, okay? Right arm in that airplane right behind the ear. Now, I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to give that ring 4 little squeezes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. From the upper inner thighs and that pelvic floor, they narrow on the ring. Now, I'm going to hold that squeeze as I twist and pull my feet up into that V. Now, notice my left hand stays on the floor. Okay? I roll all the way back to my side. Flex those feet. Squeeze from your upper inner thigh. So it's not a bounce on the ring, even though that would be a ton of fun. We're not going to do that right here. Now I'm going to roll onto that left forearm. Try to get up on the hand and hold that teaser. Good, you can point your toes. That probably looks prettier. Good, roll onto your side. Hold it. Flex those feet. Squeeze. So without the ring right here, you could just be lifting that leg. Good, or maybe giving it a little sweep forward and back. Hold your imprint on that ring. Point those toes. Roll onto the sitting bones or just behind the sitting bones. I didn't point my toes, but there you go. Good. Roll onto your side. We've got one more here. Flex those feet. Squeeze. Squeeze. Two more. Imprinting all the way up from the top of the leg. Good. Now holding that imprint. Point those toes. Roll. Find that palm. Now, you're going to stay up there on this one if you can manage it. If you need to keep your hand down, that's fine. You can always put your right hand back there as well. If you can lift both arms off the floor and reach for that ring, go for it. Now you're going to do a little open close of your teaser. So you're going to open that V a little and close it. Open it and close it. If your hands are back there, you've got a little bit of support from those arms. Okay, palms nice and flat. Open and close. You're here for 6. Good. You're going to feel those hip flexors turn on. 5. That's not a bad thing. We want to strengthen those 2. Last 4. Give that ring a nice little squeeze. 3. Whoo. Last 2. And last 1. And bring it all the way down and come back onto your side. Because we're going to take out that ring. Okay, now that ring is going to come underneath our right palm. Okay, so you're still on your left forearm. Okay, your right leg, the one in the back, is going to bend, so the right foot is flat on the floor. Your left leg, the one in front, is going to come out at a 45-degree angle from the body. Now, what I want you to think about again is elbow on your shoulder, and you're lifted up out of that left arm. I don't want you down here, okay? We want to keep length on that bottom waistline. We're going to press that right palm down into the ring. Again, if you don't have your ring, your right hand could be behind your head here. Okay. Right from here, right foot's going to stay down nice and flat. Your left leg, you're going to flex that foot. We're going to lift that inner thigh and lower. Lift and lower. Now what I don't want you to do is roll back, okay? Because you're going to get more lift if you do this, right? Look, I dumped into my left shoulder. I rolled back. But it's not about how high, right? It's about where we're engaging from. I want you to feel that shape, that connective tissue. The psoas, the inner thigh, right? That lift right there. Whew. All right, now we're going to add a pulse on the ring. So on your next lift, you're going to hold the lift of the leg, pulse the ring 2 times. 1, 2. Lower the leg. Okay, so now we're just lengthening that time under tension. We're going to bring that leg up, hold it. Press. Press from the back body, not just the shoulder. Lower the leg. Good. Lift. Hold the leg. Press. Press. Woo, we feel that left inner thigh. Good. Lift that leg. Hold it up there. Press the ring 2 times. Good, you guys, you got this. Good. Lift. Hold. Press. Press. Good. One more time. Lift and hold it. Press the ring 2 times. And now lower that leg. Now we're going to go to a pointed toe. Point that toe. Okay? Hold the press on your ring. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So ending with that full range of motion, just instead of a flexed foot, we have a pointed toe now. Good, you're here for 6. Holding that imprint on the ring, staying lifted out of the shoulders. Good, you've got 4. 3. Lift to the point where you feel that shake. Okay? Hold on to it. On your next one, you're going to hold it up there. Can you lift a 1/2 inch higher? Hold it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower it all the way down. Whew. Okay, you're going to take that ring. We're going to put it on like a pair of pants. Okay, again, if you don't have your ring, you don't have to use anything here. Okay, that ring is going to come up above the knee today. So just on that outer thigh above the knees. Okay, you're going to lie all the way down, and we're going to do an ab curl and a bridge sequence together. Okay, so your hands are going to come behind your head. You're going to cradle that skull today. So interlace those fingers, thumbs long down the back side of the neck. Okay, now we're gonna start with just that ab curl. So your knees are bent, feet are flat. Exhale. Draw the shoulder blades up off the floor. I want you to think about tractioning that skull out and back as you lift. Inhale as you come down. Elbows stay wide, we're not yanking on the neck. Okay, I want you to think of just holding the head. Okay, and if anything, if you can start to draw that head back, or out, I should say, not back, out, okay, out of the spine, that tractioning and that length is going to help maintain length on the front body. Okay, but that takes time to feel. So if you're just simply cradling the head right now, that's fine. If you can get that traction as you lift, fantastic. Okay, let's go for 2 more, and we're going to start to incorporate that bridge. We're going to alternate between an ab curl and a bridge. So on your next one, you're going to set your ab curl down. Okay, keep your hands where they're at, and lift the hips for a bridge. Okay, range of motion is going to be small with that ring on the outer thigh. Okay, set those hips down, tailbone touches down, ab curl, exhale. Inhale, release, find your bridge. Okay, so you're imprinting outbound into that ring. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release. And you're lifting the hips straight up, finding length at the front of the hip. And all the way down. Good, find your ab curl. Exhale. Inhale, release it down. Lift those hips. Good. Feel those abductors in the outer side of the leg and glute kind of activate with that ring there. Last 2. Lift those hips. Good. Exhale, curl. Good. Lift those hips. Now on this bridge, you're going to hold your hips up there, and we're going to go for a little pulse of that bridge. So 1 inch up and down. I want you to think about slightly changing the position or the angle at the front of the hip. Okay, and feeling those sitting bones narrow and broaden again. Ribs are aligned with the pelvis. Okay, so we're not shoving the hip bones up towards the ceiling as high as we can. We're still keeping that alignment of ribs stacked over pelvis. Good, feet are flat. Don't let those toes peel up. Okay, we want to think about those toes staying down, heel a little bit heavier. Good, you're here for 6. Last 5. It's a slow, controlled pulse. 4. Good, last 3. Finding the contraction at the top of the movement and pausing there. Last 2. All right, we're going to get deeper into that ab curl. On your next one, you're going to set your bridge down, and now we're going to find 1 ab curl. So on your exhale, you're going to draw those tips of the shoulder blades off the floor. You're tractioning and cradling that skull. Right here, we're going to pulse our ab curl. So we're going to release 1 inch and curl. Release and curl. It's a tiny release and a big curl. Good. Tiny release and curl. Keeping that length on the front body, space between that belly button and that pubic bone. Hang on right here. You're here for 6. Last 5. We're going to change it up in 4. Woo. Last 3. You've got 2. Last 1. We're going to release that ab curl for a reset. Now keep your hands behind your head. You're going to take your legs and bring them up into tabletop. So we're inviting the knees over the hips now, shins parallel to the floor. We're going to flex our feet. Okay, so we can think about the back side of the leg a little bit more. From here, we're going to take that ab curl back 1 time. So on your exhale, ab curl and hold. Now your hands are going to release from the back of your head. Make sure you found that traction first. Okay, release your hands and bring them into a dart in front of the body. So palms together, fingertips pointing towards the sky. You know what we're going to do, right? We're going to twist. So you're going to take that dart to the left side of your legs, all the way back through center. We draw a rainbow and we go to the right side. All the way through center to the left. Okay, so we're not releasing the ab curl anymore. We're keeping that ab curl lifted. We're rotating through the rib basket, keeping the pelvis quiet, keeping the knees tracking over the hips, and flexing those feet. You got this imprint outbound into that ring. Woo, so you can feel that whole waistline light up. All right, we're here for 4. Hang on. Side to side. We are going to bring that teaser back in 3. A little different. We're going to find these dart hands again. Last 2. So I'll give you 1 more. This is our last teaser challenge for this workout. I promise. Good, last one, all the way to the right. Come back through center and release that ab curl. Now, take your hands just off the shoulders so they're pointed towards the ceiling. You've still got your legs in tabletop. We're gonna point those toes now. Now we're gonna look for a lift into teaser, so you can always use your hands on the floor for support. Okay, if you are up for it, let's try this together. We're gonna draw the shoulder blades off the floor, lift and extend the legs as we pull to teaser. Now, your knees could stay bent here. Okay, that's absolutely acceptable. Your hands can be down here. Okay, and then as you release, you slowly pick up those hands and come back to that tabletop. Okay, exhale, reach and lift. You're just behind those sitting bones, pulling the top of the thigh close to the chest. Good, and bring it all the way down. We've got 2 more like that. 2 more. Pull it up. You could maybe use that ring as a little bit of support as you lift. Try not to pull on it too much. Good, and then bring it all the way down. Last one, you're gonna hold this one, so let's get ready. Okay, that neutral spine, lifting all the way up. Woo, find it, hold it. Bring your hands back into that dart, palms together. We're gonna twist in this teaser to the left. Good, you're gonna come back through center, twist to the right. So your arms are coming on either side of that squishy pad of the ring. Okay, you're holding it, you've got this. I know you've got this at home. Imprint outbound into that ring for 4. Whew. Last 3. Yes, you guys, good. Last 2. Twist and twist. Last 1. Either side to the left. Whew. And to the right. Come back through center and roll it all the way down, guys. Whew. Take that ring off. We're going to come onto the other side. Okay, so you're rolling onto your right side now. We're going to start with those inner thigh lifts. Yes, okay, so make sure I didn't forget anything. All right, here we go. So you're going to start right forearm down. The ring is under the left palm. Okay, your left foot, the one in back, you're going to plant that foot and bend that knee. So that leg's all set up. Right leg is out in front at a 45-degree angle. We're starting with a flexed foot. Okay, I want you to lift up out of that right shoulder and lift and lengthen that right waistline. Okay, right there. That's where we start. Slight imprint in the ring. You're going to exhale as you draw that inner thigh up. Inhale as you lower it down. Good, drawing that inner thigh up and then lowering down. And as I draw that inner thigh up, yes, I'm looking for height. Okay, but more than height, I want you to think about length because I don't want you to roll backwards. Okay, so I still want you to lift nice and high so that you feel that shape, but without compromising your form. Okay, so we're not going to roll back. I want you to find that shape, pause, and come down. Lengthen out of your heel so the back of your right knee is open. Okay, all the way open. We're reaching that leg as straight as we can. Whew. Good, I feel this side already. Hang on, you guys. We got 4 more like this, and we're going to start with those pulses on the ring so that we have a little bit more time under tension for that right inner thigh. Last 2. Whew. I don't think you guys can see my shake on the computer screen, but on the next one, you're going to lift. It's there. Hold. 2 pulses into the ring. 2. And lower that leg. Good. We're going to lift. Hold. 2 pulses. 2 slow pulses into that ring. And down with that leg. Lift. Hold. 2 pulses. Woo-wee. And lower. Here we go. Lift and hold. Squeeze. You got this. You got this. Hang on. Good. Lift. 2 pulses. We got 2 more after this. You can do it. Good. Lift and hold. Squeeze. Squeeze. Release. 1 more just like that. Lift and hold. Squeeze. Squeeze into that ring. Lower the leg. Now, full range of motion. I want you to find an imprint on the ring. Point the toe. Up and down. Good. Staying lifted out of that right shoulder. Up and down. Straight up and down. Good. Your inner thigh is shining towards the sky. Okay, so you've got the inside of the foot facing the ceiling. Point that toe and lift. Full range of motion. You got a light squeeze on the ring for 6. Whew. 5. Don't roll back on me. Good. Last 4. Hang on. 3. Last 2. Whew. Last 1. And bring it all the way down, guys. Nice job. The ring is going between the ankles, so stay on that right side. Oh, I said last teaser challenge, right? But I forgot we have two sides. So we have to do that twisted teaser on this side too. All right, but that's fun. We like that move, right? I think so. So move to the front edge of your mat because you are going to be twisting, okay? That ring is between the ankles, all right? Your left arm is going to come into that airplane position. Again, if you don't have the ring, whatever you did on the other side, I want you to make sure you do it here. If you just lifted that leg, beautiful, okay? So left hand behind the ear. You've got your feet flexed in a flexed position. We're on the pinnacle of that right thigh, okay? Right there. Okay, 4 squeezes into the ring. So from the pelvic floor, from the upper inner thigh, 2 more. It's not a bounce. It's a slow squeeze. Now right here, you're going to roll back onto the sitting bones or just behind the sitting bones and lift. You can keep your right hand on the floor right here. Good. Roll all the way back to your right side. Find the pinnacle of that hip. 4 squeezes on that ring. Flexed feet. Good. No bouncing. Yes. All right. Right here. You're going to roll into that twisted teaser, keeping your right palm on the floor. Maybe point those toes because it looks so much prettier, right? And then roll onto the right side. Good. I don't have beautiful control of my feet. Can you tell? 2 more. 2 more. I was not a dancer, even though I wished I was a dancer. Good. Roll back into that twisted teaser. Right palm stays down. Point those toes. Lift. Find that nice V. All the way back to your side. You've got 2 more. Flex those feet. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze. Woo. Squeeze. Hold it. Roll back. Point those toes as you roll. Lift. Hold it. Come all the way back to your side. This is your last one, and then we're going to hold that teaser. So get ready. Here we go. Flex those feet. Imprint on that ring. Slow and controlled. I want you to feel the upper inner thighs narrow on the ring. 2, 1. Right here. Roll back. Find your teaser. Maybe this time the right hand can leave the floor. Left hand too. Point those toes. Okay, right from here, we're going for that open close. So it's a little open of your V and a close of your V. A little open and close for 8. Whew. 7. You got it, guys. 6. Hang on. 5. This is when the legs start to shake. 4. Good. You've got 3. Lengthen out of that ring. Last 2. And last 1. And roll it all the way back. Okay. Take that ring out. We're coming back to our feet. Okay, here we go. So come all the way back up. Not a beautiful transition from the floor, but you know, not every time is a beautiful transition. All right, we're going to start with that lateral lunge. All right, so I'm going to come over to the right side of my mat so I have room to step out with my left leg. The ring is going to be between my palms. Okay, so I'm going to be reaching the ring straight forward. So from here, starting with your feet just underneath your hips. Draw that belly button up and in. We're going to step that left leg out to that lateral lunge, and we're going to sit back into that left sitting bone. My torso gets a little tilt because of that big reach. And then I'm going to step all the way up on my inhale. Good, ring comes in. Exhale, reach it back, send that ring forward, and come all the way up. Bring the ring to the chest. Good, press it forward, and bring it back. Yes, you guys, excellent. So dumbbells or red band works really nice here when we have everything in the hands. Good, reach it back and come up. Whew. All right, we're going to start with that knee pull. Okay, but we got 2 more, just those lateral lunges. Kind of getting that body warmed up into this movement pattern. Good, last 1. Come all the way up. Now this time, you're going to pull the knee straight up. So you're going to find your lateral lunge. We're going to find balance as we lift the left knee to tap the ring. And then we're going to come back to our lunge. Good. All the way up. Find balance on the right leg. Tap. Come back. Bring it in and tap. Good. So my elbows get a soft bend. I pull that ring a little closer to my chest. I'm finding more power in my left leg to get the lift onto my right side for that balance and that stability. Hold. The core is in charge right here of finding that midline and pulling up with the psoas to lift that knee to tap the ring. Okay, it's a lot to think about, right? But I want you to think about drawing the belly button up and into your tall as you pull up. Good, 4 more. Right here, here we go. 4, We gotta dance that leg next. Last 3. So we'll get a break from the power. Last 2, but we'll hold, right? So all that time under tension after power. Woo. Okay, last 1. Pull that knee up, tap the ring. Now you're gonna find that lateral lunge and you're gonna hold it. That left leg, it's gonna go external and parallel. External and parallel. So ultimately, this is a pulse, right? It's a tiny lift and lower. We're staying low and we're swiveling from the top of the hip. Good, keeping the knee tracking with big toe, second toe as we do that. I know that's a tall order, but just take a look at your foot and look at where you're positioning it. Good, and I'm swiveling on that heel. So I'm picking up those toes, the heel stays down, so I pivot. Good, I love that word pivot ever since Friends. Good, last 4. That's my favorite word. Last 3. Woo. Good, you guys. Last 2. We're gonna ask for that power again. Okay, last swivel. You're gonna remain in parallel. And now we're gonna pop and hold. You can lift your ring if you want a little bit. Pop and hold. Now we are gonna be adding that twist. So if you want to keep that ring just to chest height for now, that's fine. Every time you land in that beautiful lateral lunge, right? And as we lift, no sloppy leg. That leg is nice and tight. Good. We point those toes. Good. Excellent, you guys. Core is engaged this whole time so that I can draw up and be strong. Good. Excellent. You've got 6. Actually, let's go for 4. So add that twist. Last 3. Woo. Last 2. All right, you guys, right here, you're gonna add that twist. So same pop, twist to the right. Come back, twist to the right. Good, so it's not a gigantic twist. It's longer than it is twisty, okay? So I'm thinking about reaching up and out, lifting those left ribs up and out of the waistline, pulling up on that right side. You got 4. Woo. Last 3. We got that curtsy and that lateral lunge coming up. 2. Woo. Here we go, last 1. Lift it up and out, little twist. Come back to your lunge and step it all the way in, guys. Nice job. I'm gonna fix my mat, I'm all twisty here. We're gonna do that curtsy. Okay, so ring is still between the palms for this. We're gonna be moving our left leg this time. So right leg stays put, okay? Ring between the palms. You're gonna step back into the curtsy first. So I look down, my right knee is tracking with big toe, second toe. It is behind my toes. My left knee is tracking behind my right heel. Good, I come all the way back up, and then I send it straight back for a straight back split lunge. Okay, look like this. Yes, okay, good, come up. Now we're gonna curtsy. Curtsy, taking that knee past the midline. Good, come back up, straight back lunge. My biceps are coming just in front of my ears with that ring. Again, red band or dumbbells work just as well here. Good. Nice imprint on that ring. Step it back. Let's go for 4 more. And we'll start to add those lovely little pulses, right? We love those. Good. I call this the Pulse It Dance Party. That's what today's class is called. Last 3. Woo. Hardly a dance party, right? I wish I had the music going, but then I know it's so hard to hear me. Woo, and step back. Good, last 1, just the curtsy. Come back up, just the lunge. Come back up, and now we're gonna find that curtsy. Find your curtsy and hold it, 2 pulses. 1, inner thighs are scissors, right? Step, dance to that straight back, 2 pulses. Dance to your curtsy. 2 pulses. Dance to your straight back. 2 pulses. That ring is staying up and overhead now. I've got a light squeeze from my back body. My belly button's pulled up and in. My chest is lifted. Okay, I'm still thinking about my right sitting bone. Okay, narrowing and broadening on those pulses. But I'm thinking about those upper inner thighs as well. Narrowing into the pelvic floor. Good, 2, that was more than 2 pulses right there. Good, 2 pulses in your curtsy. 2 pulses in your straight back. 4 more, guys. You've got it. 2 pulses in your curtsy. Woo, 2 pulses straight back. Keep that pulse going as you dance that back leg. That's the trick. That's the burner right there. 2 more. Curtsy. Straight back. Woo! Last one. Curtsy. Straight back. You know we're going to hold that curtsy now, right? Hold the curtsy. No more pulses. Peel your right heel up 1 inch and down. So remember, this one is a little lift and lower. Tiny and down. Set the center of that heel down into your mat. Good. Hang on. Imprint on that ring. Woo! We got 4. Hang on. 3. Last 2. Oh my goodness. On the next one, hold your heel lifted. Give me that little pulse of your curtsy one more time. Narrow those inner thighs. Lifting out of your waistline with that ring. 6, 5, woo, 4, 3, 2. Holy Lordy. Set the heel down, right? Take it back. Hold your split lunge right there. Peel that heel up and down. You got it. Lots of time here in this one. I know. Hang on. It's almost over. 6, whew, 5. Set your heel down with intention. 4. Last 3. You've got 2. Woo. On your next one, hold the heel lifted. Last pulse. Last pulse. Good. Narrow those inner thighs. Woo. Think of that right sitting bone. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Set the heel down. Woo. And step all the way up and give it a little shake. Oh boy. All right, guys. That squat and that heel peel, that's probably one of my favorite moves. Take the ring to the to the inside. Your hands to the inside, ring to the outside. So you got the back of your palms imprinting out in the ring, okay? We're gonna take those feet a little bit wider than our hips. We're gonna start with that full range of motion squat, okay? So arms are gonna come up and overhead as we imprint into that ring. Reach the sitting bones back for your heels. Inhale back up. Whew. Letting that breath come down, right? Because holding those positions, right, with arms overhead, that's a lot. That's cardio right there, right? You don't always have to run or cycle or hop up and down a million times to get that cardio in there. That heart rate drives with those holds. Good, you guys, hang on. You can hear it in my breath, right? 3 more of just that squat. Okay, I want you to reset the body for this movement because now that torso is tilting. We're still keeping the ribs stacked with the pelvis. Okay, biceps in front of the ears. We imprint out into the ring. Woo, 2 more. Reach it back. Okay, next one is a hold, guys. Okay, so find your best squat. Hold it. Now, the right heel gets to dance. We're going to peel that right heel all the way up. Big lift. And down. With intention, right? Everything, every part, every move, every rep with intention. Okay, open that front ankle all the way. So we're working on gait here, right? That walk, that stride, flexibility, mobility through the ankle. Good, hang on. Whew. And the back line of that leg, right? 4 more big lifts right here. Here we go. We got 4, then we got a pulse coming up, right? Last 3. Then we got a dance, a pulse and a dance. Last 2. I'm reminding myself, if you can't, of all the layers. Right, on the next one, you're gonna hold your heel lifted. Pulse, 1 inch up and down. Right, woo. Tiny little lift and lower. All right, we got this pulsing down at this point, right? It has been quite a dance party today. Good, you're here for 6, 5, hang on, 4. We're gonna take that right leg into external rotation back to parallel. 2, right here, stay low. Externally rotate that right leg, inner thigh shines forward, 2 pulses. Yes, take the knee forward, parallel, 2 pulses. So let's keep that pulse going as we swivel that right thigh bone in the hip to rotate the leg. The left leg, it's pulsing, right, but it's not changing. It's not changing position. Good. Forward. Woo! And external. Can we do 4 more? I think so. Right, here we go. 4. Woo, back to parallel. Good, here we go. 3. Out. Back to parallel. Hang on, guys. We're in it together. Last 2. Woo. Forward. Last one, external. Sweep to the outside of that right thigh and come all the way back up. Good, with control, right? It's not this big, huge sweeping motion, even though I say that, right? It's a slow twist to the right. Think about that left rib basket lining up to meet with that right inner thigh. 4 more. Stay low in that squat. That right heel is still lifted. Last 3. Whoo, inhale, bringing those arms up. Exhale, twist. Last 1. And then we got that side bend, right? Come all the way back up through center. Hold your right heel up. You're going to side bend to the left. Inhale, up and over, away from that lifted heel. Exhale, back to center. Your ribs are lifting out of the waistline, out of the pelvis. Good. Inhale, arc. Exhale, center. 4 more. Big inhale. Woo. Exhale, back through center. Let that right leg shake. Inhale. Bring it back. Okay, inhale. Intention in your movement, right? My last one was pretty sloppy there. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back to center. Woo. Set the heel down and rise up, guys. And oh my goodness, okay, we're almost done. Last move, okay? The ring is going to come to the forearms, so above your wrist, between your elbows and your wrists, okay? So it's going to narrow the position of your arms in a plank today, okay? So again, if you don't have a ring, don't use anything here, just yourself. Okay, or you can have the red band between your palms. Okay, you're going to bring your hands to the floor. You're going to find a plank. So right here, because you are narrowed through the upper body, I want you to think about lifting between those shoulder blades. Okay, bring the pelvis down. Okay, so you've got the ribs stacked again with the pelvis. The heels reaching back away from the crown of the head. You're going to take your right knee to the right squishy pad and take it back. Left knee, left squishy pad or elbow. Okay, so if you don't have the ring, it's to your elbow. If you've got the ring, think about the knee tracking towards the squishy pad on either side. So it's a slow, controlled mountain climber. Okay, really controlled, right? We're going to change it a couple times, but stay here. You're ending with this strong plank. You've got 4. Good. Last 3. So right now that knee is drawing straight forward. Right, we are going to change it. Last 2, it's going to find a twist. All right, but you got 1 more set of that straight pull. Forward on the right, forward on the left. Okay, now right here, you're going to take your right knee to the left squishy pad. Give it a little twist. Come back. Left knee, right squishy pad, or right elbow. Okay, so right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. Okay, so elbow or squishy pad, you're aiming. Now you're going across the midline with that leg. Big twist. Woo! We got 4. Hang on, guys. This is your last sequence. Last 3. Good, we got a hold coming up. 2. Last set. Okay, don't go anywhere. Your next one is a right knee to left elbow or squishy pad. Hold it. You're going to slide that knee down, tap the mat, pick it up. The knee goes down, taps the mat, and pick it up. You're holding that pull across the body, and we're lifting and lowering that knee, pulling up with our belly button, pulling up with that core for 4. 3. You got it, guys. You feel those triceps? 2. That's because of that narrow position of the arms. On your next one, pull that right knee up, send it back. Left knee to right squishy pad. Hold it. Tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Good, you guys. You got this. Elbows are soft. Biceps are spiraled forward. Woo! Hang on. A little fire before it's all over. Last 4. Good, you guys. You got 3. Good. Last 2. Woo! Last 1. Take that leg back to start. Hold your plank for 4. For 3. Last 2. Set your knees all the way down, guys. Whoo, we did it. We did it. We're going to stretch. Open up that chest a little bit. Open up those collarbones. You can bring the arms behind the body. Give those hands a little up, okay, into that midline. You're gonna pull on the ring. So we're gonna traction outbound into the ring. And now we're gonna side bend to the right, lifting the waistline up out of the pelvis. Exhale back to center. Inhale up and over to the left. Whoo, guys, so good. All right, last one, up and over to the right. It's a sweaty one today. I'm sweaty. I don't know about you guys. Good, up and over to the left. Whew. Come back through center. Now bring those arms down. Give them a little break. I know they've been doing a lot of work at the end here. Set that ring down in front of you. You're going to find a child's pose. So hands on either side of the ring. Take your knees nice and wide. Reach your sitting bones back. Give a nice stretch through the back body. Lowering the underarms towards the mat. Whew. Opening up those inner thighs. Hang on for 4. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Whew. Right here. You're going to come up. We're going to take that left leg, or sorry, the right leg. I touched the right and I said left. Right leg. And you're going to bring it forward for pigeon. So I'm going to bring my right shin up to that ring. My right inner thigh shines up towards the ceiling. And my left quad is facing the mat. Okay, got my hands on either side of the ring. You don't have to have the ring here. It's just a little tactile element since we were using it. Hold that pigeon stretch. If you are good with your chest lifted, great. If you want to bring your chest a little lower and get a little deeper through the back of that leg and your inner thigh, you can do that too. 4, last 3, and 2. Good, coming all the way back up. Let's switch those legs. You're going to take the right leg back, left leg comes forward. That inner thigh shines up. My left shin is tapping my ring. My right quad is facing the floor. Okay, you can be up on your palms or you can come down towards your forearms. Hold that stretch right there. Breathe into it for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, you guys coming all the way up. Now, last thing, okay, this is nice with the ring, but can be done with the red band as well. Come all the way down on your back with your ring in hand. Okay, you're going to place your right foot into the ring. The ball of the right foot is in the ring. I've got both hands on the squishy pad. I'm going to flex that foot, reaching my heel for the ceiling. And on my exhale, I'm going to draw that right leg closer to my forehead. Okay, and just hold. I want you to try to keep the back of your right knee open. Okay, it'd be really nice, right, to bend it here. We want to open it. We want to stretch all the way through the hamstring, out the heel. Hold that there for 4, for 3, for 2. Now, keeping your right hand on the ring, your left hand to the floor, you're going to open up your right leg to the right. So your inner thigh is going to open up towards the sky. My left hip stays down on the floor. Okay, keep that right there. You can draw on your ring to pull your toes closer to your ears. Right, they're still far away, but that's the direction in which you're pulling. You're here for 4, last 3, last 2. All the way back through center. We're going to switch hands. Left hand is going to take the ring. Right hand's going to come to the floor. And with that flexed foot still, flexed foot is important here. We're going to take that leg across the midline to the left, and my right hip is going to come way off the floor. Okay, and that's fine. This is the outer line of that right leg, your IT band. It usually doesn't feel so fantastic. It never feels good in my body, but the stretch is so important. Last 4, 3, last 2. Coming all the way back through center again with that leg. We're going to switch legs. Take the right leg out, take the left ball of the foot into the ring, give it a nice gentle hold with both hands. And on your exhale, you're going to draw that left leg a little closer to your forehead. Hold it, you're in parallel with that leg, you're still flexing the foot, and you're opening up the back of that left knee for 4. Last 3, last 2. This is a good way to let our heart rate come down. Right now it's pretty high. That left hand is going to go on the squishy pad. Now right hand is going to come to the floor. You're going to open up that left inner thigh towards the left. Okay, my right hip stays down. Ground that hip. Try not to roll over here. If you want to give a gentle pull on that ring to pull the left toes closer to your ear, great. For 4, last 3, last 2. Pulling that leg back up through center. Take your right hand to the squishy pad, left hand to the floor, and take that leg over across the midline to the right. My left hip comes off the ground. My foot is really flexed still. We're here for 4, 3. This could always be a much longer stretch, guys. So if you ever have time, it's good to hold it longer than this. 2. Good, and coming all the way back up through center. Releasing that left foot from the ring. You're gonna bring both feet onto the mat. We're gonna do our final roll up. Okay, keeping your knees soft and your head, neck, and shoulders down. You're gonna slowly round up and stack that spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, pulling your belly button up and in as you go. Head is the last thing to pick up, guys. You are amazing. You are amazing. Whew.